Welcome back, folks. We're going to take a little stroll here. Look at that nice scenery. I like the mountains. Alrighty, the last article I read about Battlefield 5, so the latest and greatest rumor, is that it will take place in the near future. That's fine with me. I'm okay with that. I'd rather have a more historic game, even if it was back to World War I, which I know a lot of people don't like. But there were some battles in there before trench warfare. This LAV is not going to stand a chance. Anyway, but speaking of World War I, are you aware that, like, the Battle of Verdun, for example, was 100 years ago? That took place in 1916. That was 100 years ago, people. That didn't dawn on me until that came up in conversation. So anyway, what I'd like to see for Battlefield 5 as far as teams go, I don't necessarily need to play a superpower. I don't have to be a Russian or a Chinese or an American soldier. I mean, I don't mind being British or Dutch or, Lord I forbid, say French. How about the French Foreign Legion? Or being a legionnaire? Anyway, I'd like to see something other than the superpowers in there. But I do realize the superpowers have all the toys. So that's the reason we have all these selections, this great big huge selection of weapons, is because the superpowers do have all the toys. So I get that part of the game. But still, somebody a little different. Okay, I had mentioned earlier the Battle of Verdun 1916, so I'm looking in my book of Greatest War Stories Never Told, looking for something 1916, and I don't. I have 1914, 1917, so we're going to go with 1917. Excuse me while I sneeze here. Oh, well, it's not going to come out. All right. The Black Swallow of Death. Gene Bullard's last job was working as an elevator operator in New York's RCA building. He probably had the most amazing resume of any elevator operator in history. Born the grandson of a slave in 1894, he stowed away on a ship to Europe when he was just 10. He started prize fighting at age 16, and when World War I broke out, he joined the French Foreign Legion. His infantry unit was known as the Swallows of Death. Bullard saw 2 years of action at the front and was badly wounded at the Battle of Verdun. While recuperating, he volunteered for the French Air Service. In 1917, he became the world's first black combat pilot. Involved in countless air skirmishes, he had one confirmed kill and another unconfirmed kill. After the war, he became a well-known character in Paris. He took drumming lessons to get in on the jazz craze and got a job as a band leader in Zeli Zigzag Bar in Montmartre. Later, he owned a club himself, but his days of military service weren't over. In 1939, Bullard was recruited to gather information for French intelligence. When the Germans invaded in 1940, he picked up a rifle to fight for his adopted homeland and was severely wounded. He was smuggled out of Europe and returned to the United States. Gene Bullard of Columbus, Georgia, won more than 15 medals for his service to France. In 1954, when the French were relighting the eternal flame at the tomb of the unknown soldier at the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, who did they give that honor to? An elevator operator from New York. There's a little picture of a SPAD airplane here on this page, and it says, in his first dogfight, Bullard shot down a German Fokker. Then barely, be careful with that word, guys, then barely made it back to Allied lines before his engine died and he crash landed. When he got back to base, mechanics counted 78 bullet holes in his SPAD airplane. Sounds like that was a precursor to the A-10 Warthog, huh? Could take a licking and keep on ticking kind of thing. Get you back safely. Now, how about that just incredible display of marksmanship there? Yeah, that's how you do it. Alrighty, as I've told you before, when we have a big lead, like 411 to 198, I like to change up. I'll switch from engineer to recon. Now, I've had a big lead like this before, and we ended up losing, but this team seemed to be in control of things, and so I switched to recon. This guy I'm taking out here, he has been messing with us when we were defending Delta for quite a while, so I decided to make him my first little victim. Now, I'm going to talk about some basic stuff here that I'm doing, and most of you, if not all of you, probably all of you know how to do this stuff, but I'm just going to talk about the gameplay a little bit. The tank has me suppressed, so instead of waiting for him to use his main gun and try and get some splash damage on me, I'm going to crawl away. So I'm actually was surprised with myself that I'm actually thinking along those lines. I'm like, shoot, if he starts using that main gun, I'm in trouble. So yeah, I'm going to crawl away. And then here, pretty quick, I turn around because I hear some footsteps, and I think the guy was gonna, I thought I was gonna lose my tags. So I'm gonna take a few seconds, mark this tank because there is no one directly behind me. We'll mark this tank and jump over the wall and see what we see. And I land it pretty good. Bad guy runs right by me. Whip out the old silenced deagle for the kill, and it takes me one too many shots to kill him with a deagle. But it is silenced, no but about it. It's silenced. I prefer silenced sidearms for recon because I do not do a lot of melee kills. And when I hunt other recon, you try and sneak up behind these guys. Here's another fine display of marksmanship. I turn around again because I hear more footsteps. But what it turns out to be, see that blue belly that just went around the corner? That's what it is. Now this guy that I can't hit because my marksmanship skills are just stellar, helps me out tremendously. I'm able to, he pops the right corner, or peeks the right corner, excuse me, put a couple belly shots into him, the man's gone. Now, look at this. Rookie, I don't reload. I'm going to my next engagement with two bullets in my magazine. I get one kill, and then of course it does not end well with me because I can't do anything after that. Now, I immediately spawn back in. This is the next engagement. Spawns me right where I need to be, right where I can take these guys out. But this guy takes me out because he's a little bit better shot than I am. And after that death, we had like 100 and something tickets left, maybe even 130. I did not get a single kill the rest of the game. Alrighty, people. That's all I have for you. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, folks, play hard. Life is just too damn short not to. You all take care, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.